We're so glad you're spending time with us today. Your support is always appreciated here at CSL. Remember, there's several ways to give. As you watch today's service, you can click on the donate button right here on Facebook or donate at our homepage, cslftl.org. There's also a regular giving program called TPL, where you can set up a monthly contribution. You'll find details on our website, cslftl.org. Here's a great way to stay in touch with CSL Center for Spiritual Living. It's our brand new app available in the App Store under Center for Spiritual Living, FL, and that's Florida. Make sure you say hello to everyone today in the comment section and let us know your thoughts. We're so glad you're here. Enjoy the celebration.
Good morning, CSL. Let's sit up and sing our first song.
Hello, everyone. Good morning, and welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, Fort Lauderdale. I am Reverend Tina Miggs, and I am honored and so grateful that I have the opportunity to say hello again on a Sunday and welcome you all into this space. So thank you for joining us in person or online. And just a reminder, if for some reason you can't be in the room with us, that there are 3 ways that you can join our spiritual community online. There's Facebook, there's YouTube, and there's our website. It's cslftl.org, and you just hit the live stream tab. So if you're a first-time guest, we are so glad that you're here, and we have a gift for you. If you have a chance to fill out the visitor card right here, please do so and bring it by guest services, and we have a gift for you, a gift that you can take with you for being here, being present, something you can wear in acknowledgement that you said yes to your spiritual unfoldment and that we are grateful that you're here. So if you're watching us online for the first time, you can also just let us know in the comment section, or you can visit our website's Contact Us tab and you can complete the inquiry form right there and then you can also sign up if you'd like for our e-newsletter, and that just keeps you in the know of all of our upcoming classes and events. So please follow us on Facebook, on Instagram, TikTok, or download our app, which is listed as Center for Spiritual Living FL, which stands for Fort Lauderdale. And we'd love it if you would just share our post or share any of these outlets with your friends and family. So at CSL, we have an intention statement, and it says who we are and what we want to be present to in this world. So please join me, and we'll say it together. Afterwards, please greet your guests, with your neighbors, with a hello, a handshake, a hug, just acknowledging everyone's comfortability in their greeting. So CSL Fort Lauderdale, who are we? We are a loving, diverse spiritual community dedicated to personal growth, healing, and service.
There's a voice that's softly whispering inside my head, telling me I'm gonna be alright. It keeps saying, let yourself be led where you are led. Don't hold back, don't put up a fight. It tells me trust the wind, breathe the air. There's a place you're meant to be, and you're already there. Open up your heart and let life in. I know that you can always trust the wind.
When the world starts doing things that I don't understand, and I search my soul to find dark of night, I feel somebody take my hand and tell me you don't even have to try, for you can trust the wind, breathe the air. I know that there are helping hands around you everywhere. Open up your heart and let life in. You know that you can always trust the wind. Dreams have wings, thoughts take flight. All good things are streaming toward us every day. They hear our prayers, they know the way. I'm gonna trust the wind, breathe the air. Let it take me on its wings and carry me somewhere. I'll open up my heart and let life in. I know wherever breezes blow, wherever winding rivers flow, I'm going where I need to go. I can trust the wind.
Whoa, that was amazing. My goodness. Thank you, Malin. Thank you, Christina. Thank you, Halberto and Alberto. Without the music, it wouldn't be the same, right? So we are grateful for the reflections. So if it's your first time here visiting with us, your first time in the room, the first time to the community, we just want to welcome you. We ask that you please stand up if it's your first time. All first timers, thank you, thank you, thank you. Wonderful, wonderful. Please remain standing if you don't mind. We're so grateful you're here, and the congregation just wants to welcome you as well. So we're just going to ask the congregation to repeat after me line by line. Welcome to CSL. We see you, and we know who you really are. You're a unique way in which love, divine intelligence, and beauty are happening on this planet. You have a home here. You are blessed. You are a blessing. Welcome to CSL. Thank you, thank you. If you haven't had a chance to receive your gift after service, please go to the guest services table and please get the gift that we have here for you. Welcome again. So we have practitioners here at CSL, and a practitioner is a person who has dedicated their life to knowing the truth, to having an intimate relationship with or at one-ment with the presence of God, the presence of love, the presence of spirit. They've gone through training and education, and they hold the high watch in our community. They pray for us. They know the truth about us. They see the truth of our unfolding and our ever expansion that is always happening. And so we have a practitioner that is coming up to represent the Prac Corps. He's going to have an invocation, which is our opening prayer, and he is also going to do our selective reading for the day. I know this guy a little bit. It's my husband, Juan Carlos.
Good morning, CSL. How's everybody doing? All right. A wise man once told me that prayer is an appointment with God. So let's not be late for our appointment. I invite you to close your eyes with me right now. And let's take a deep breath together. And just taking this opportunity to remember who we are, remember what we are, and to remember to recognize God, Spirit, life, truth, the essence and the being of who and what we all really are at the very core. Everything outside, everything within. One life, one power, one presence, one energy, one intelligence, one love. And we're all one with all of that. We're one with all of that. That's who we really are. That's what we really are. We're unified with this power, with this life, with God, with Spirit. Always, always, always. And so in this space of remembering who we really are, we get to bless this time together and know that it unfolds perfectly in every way possible for all of us, for everybody. And blessing Fran Winslow, knowing that as she stands up here, the power and presence and oneness of God and love of God moves through her with ease, with grace, through perfection and through wholeness, blessing all of us as we remember who we really are and what we really are. So I give thanks, and so it is. Amen. So today's selected reading comes from A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle. And if you haven't bought a copy yet, we do sell it in the lobby. Get yourself a copy of that. So the reading is entitled, The Peace That Passes All Understanding. Whenever tragic loss occurs, we either resist or we yield. Some people become bitter or deeply resentful. Others become compassionate, wise, and loving. Yielding means inner acceptance of what is. We are open to life. Resistance is an inner contraction, a hardening of the shell of the ego. We're closed. Whatever action we take in a state of inner resistance, which we could also call negativity, will create more outer resistance, and the universe will not be on our side. Life will not be helpful. If the shutters are closed, the sunlight cannot come in. When we yield internally, when we surrender, a new dimension of consciousness opens up. If action is possible or necessary, our action will be in alignment with the whole and supported by creative intelligence. The unconditioned consciousness, which in a state of inner openness, we become one with. Circumstances and people then become helpful, cooperative, and coincidences happen. If no action is possible, we rest in the peace and the inner stillness that come with surrender. We rest in God, and so it is.
Hello again. So we have many activities here at CSL. For more information and registration, please go to our website, cslftl.org, or the CSL app. So as I talked about, we do have practitioners, licensed spiritual practitioners, and they are available for prayer in the sanctuary immediately after the service. I encourage everyone just to get prayer. It's a beautiful, loving, uplifting experience. If you need support, if you're looking to increase your gratitude and what's going well in your life, sit down with a practitioner. It will change your life. Will all the practitioners please stand? Again, if you would like prayer, please see one of these practitioners wearing a purple stole. You can also call our prayer line. There is a new prayer recorded every day for you, and that number is 954-990-5625, or you can receive a prayer from the app by clicking the prayer button. We have a youth center, and it is growing and thriving. Our wonderful team shares the very same theme that we have here in our service, and they teach that to our children in a youthful approach. And we encourage you. You can swing by before or after service, and you can learn more. And just so you know, we are looking for Sacred Service volunteers to assist with the youth program. So if that's something that you're interested in, please visit Reverend Candy for more information. You're invited to join us for Flow, meditation and gentle yoga. So we have this offering to the community twice a week. It's Wednesdays and Fridays, both at 12 p.m. here in the sanctuary. And this week, while Rev Skip is away, Casey will be subbing for Rev Skip. And if you were at our last healing retreat, she was one of the facilitators there and also did yoga for us there. She's a beautiful soul, and I definitely suggest you checking it out. Please join Fran, Winslow, and Carl Gustafson. Sorry, Carl, for Foundations beginning in June. And here's Fran's Winslow to tell us more about that.
My name is Fran Winslow. I'm a licensed practitioner with Center for Spiritual Living, Fort Lauderdale, and I am so excited to be teaching Foundations along with fellow practitioner Carl Gustafson. Foundations is a truly life-changing class that's based on the 10 principles of mind. And the cool thing about these principles is that we teach you how to use them in everyday life. The adventure begins on Wednesday, June 7th from 6:30 to 9 p.m. The class meets for 10 weeks, and the cost is $250. I look forward to seeing you in class.
Beautiful. I highly recommend classes. It's just another level of deepening and creating community within community. So we hope to see you there. So please join the CSL family as we celebrate our core values of diversity and inclusivity on Saturday, June 17th from 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. during the Stonewall Pride Parade and Street Festival. It's in Wilton Manors, and this will be our second year walking in the parade, representing inclusive spirituality, because there is only one family of love, and all are welcome to join us. So you can also purchase our official 2023 CSL Pride t-shirt, which I am wearing, that Rev Skip has created for our community, and all proceeds go to CSL. And just a little bit about it, right? It says, love, diversity, inclusivity, equality, and pride. So it all begins with love. I mean, we're born from that very substance of love itself. We come into this world loving as children. And what we get to remember is we get to love the diverse ways in which life is expressing itself. And not just acknowledging the diversity, but inclusivity, right? Including it in our hearts, in our lives, welcoming all different expressions of this one life. And when we do that as a collective community, as a collective world, there will be equality. And we can stand in pride for being a representation of love, acceptance, and welcoming here and now. So that's just a little bit about the shirt. Please join the Wisdom Circle group today following the service. They are meeting, and the theme is Leaving a Legacy for Your Loved Ones, and will be facilitated by Reverend Candy. Also, we are advertising another spiritual journey by Dr. Chris. He's taking a group to Thailand and Cambodia, and beautiful ornate temples, rich Buddhist culture. All of these await you as you are on this wonderful tour, and it's filled with spiritual practice and education, and space is limited and going quickly, so we encourage you to register for that today. We are blessing Reverend Skip where he is right here and right now, and of course he wanted to send the community a message, so we're gonna watch that video right now.
Hey everyone, and I am Rev Skip, and I'm very, very grateful to sing you greetings from my beloved hometown, Atlantic City, New Jersey. And as you see, I'm out for my morning walk, and I thought I would just sing you a message. I'm here this weekend to celebrate my mother's 90th birthday. Yes, 90. She is the last sibling of 14, so I'm grateful that we get to celebrate. We have cousins coming over from all over the world, and we're here to honor my mother for a life well lived. So I know you're in good hands today because Fran Winslow has a perfect message for you. Remember to remember. But I'm gonna give you 3 things I want you to remember. Number 1, you are the light and you're here to shine it bright. Number 2, even if someone has made their physical transition, their spirit lives within our hearts. So we remember to remember their love. And also, the last thing, you are a part of a CSL family. Even if you're brand new, you're a part of our family. I carry CSL with me everywhere I go, and I'm grateful to represent CSL today with my own family. Life is good and something wonderful is happening. So enjoy the rest of the service. I'm sending you lots of love. All right, peace and blessings.
Lastly, CSL, let's remember to visit the book stands where you can purchase the book of the month or other publications for your spiritual growth. You can grab a t-shirt or 2 and just know that all these proceeds help to support our CSL community and all that we offer for you here today. Thank you so much.
Here we are again, that old familiar place, where the winds will blow. No one ever knows the time or space. Cry for me, don't shed a tear. The time I shared with you will always be. And when I'm gone, still carry on. Don't cry for me.
No one is the blame. My death was meant to be. Don't carry guilt nor shame. The reason why I came, soon you'll see. Don't cry for me. Don't shed a tear. The time I share with
How wonderful was that? Should we give him another hand? I'm like, oh, how great. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Fran Winslow. I'm a licensed spiritual practitioner here with Centers for Spiritual Living and also a ministerial student at the Holmes Institute. And I'm so happy to be here with my family. And if that's not enough, I'm also now the assistant to the big kahuna, that's what I call him, Skip Jennings. So I'm here for the duration. The title of today's talk is about Memorial Day and remembering to remember. And when you think of Memorial Day holiday, what comes to mind? For me, it was all about going to the cemetery. I'm half Swedish and half Lithuanian, and so my Swedish side of the family, we'd go to the Swedish cemetery. Only Swedish people can be buried there. And then the Lithuanian side was everybody's mixed in together. And we would talk about who was related to whom and what they did and where the spaces were left for everybody. And then we'd go and have a cookout. And during the cookout, the topic would always come up about my dad being my dad was in World War II. And my mom would say, well, you didn't really do anything over there because he didn't see active duty. And my dad was actually drafted. And by the grace of God, he was in the Navy sector of the military, and he was a meteorologist for the Navy. So he really did do something when he was over there. He served his country and was lucky that he didn't see battle because he was such a peaceful man deep down. I don't think he could have handled it. And speaking about this holiday can be really tough. Some may have lost loved ones. Others don't want to talk about the military. And certainly back in the day of the draft, there wasn't a choice. You didn't have a choice. But what about the men and women who make that choice to serve their country? They do so because of a deep, resounding passion within them to serve. And where does that passion come from? It comes from faith, a deep, abiding faith to serve their country. So when tough things happen, when there's a loss of life, especially tomorrow, that's the day of remembrance. It can be a real tough time to find the blessing amidst the pain. I think this is honestly the toughest thing we ever have to do. And I'll give one of the best examples that I came across with this topic in finding the blessing amidst the pain. I was helping Rev Skip co-facilitate the new member class, and Lola was in there helping us. And she said that that same question came up. How do we find the blessing within the tragedy? And she shared this story. She said, I was in New York for 9/11. Before 9/11, no one looked at one another. No one smiled. No one said hello. After 9/11, people greeted one another and asked if they were okay. They said hello. Everything changed. In this recount of tragedy, there was a blessing. The blessing was that it brought people together. And she said it didn't happen overnight. It took some time, some patience. And as the reading today from JC stated, when we resist, a hardening of our hearts or a protective shell can be grown over our hearts. And that's not where the beauty lies. The beauty lies within the surrender. Our founder, Ernest Holmes, says this: love alone can overcome fear because love surrenders itself to the object of its adoration. The soul must make a complete surrender of itself to the Spirit. The will of the Spirit is peace, clear thinking, and happiness. It can have no other will. And from Debbie Ford, surrender is the ultimate sign of strength and the foundation for a spiritual life. So when bitterness and resentment fall into this picture, is there a place for them here? No. Those are the parts of us that we need to let go of in order to be free and feel the absolute presence of the one residing in and through each and every one of us. But who doesn't have a little bit of bitterness and resentment and maybe some blame speckled in every now and again? I know that was the truth for me last week. I was going through something, and I decided to talk to a really good friend of mine about it. And she listened intently. She's a deep spiritual woman who has done her own work. She's just amazing. She listened to my whole story. She never interrupted. And when I was done, she just quietly said, "I think it's you. I think you're the problem." And you know what? She was right. She was right. I had another mentor of mine early on say to me, "Fran, everything's a mirror. In every situation, something is being reflected back to you to work on." We all have these shadows within ourselves, and nobody likes it when they're pointed out. But that's where our work is to do. So I had to think, what's mine to own here? And I did. And we've all got those shadows, and we're never truly done with them. Just about the time you think, oh yeah, I've mastered that, another one comes along. And just when you think you've mastered that one, the first one appears within a different shell or a different way. And what I can tell you is every time that you deal with it, you've got more tools and you move through the pain faster and quicker. So you're gaining more experience to do so. So how do we develop that deep faith within our own lives? How do we get that deep, resounding faith to be clearer within ourselves? First, we must realize where we're resisting. Resistance feels tight and controlling and restrictive. And I encourage all of us to start out small this week and noticing where we are resisting. When I was living in South Florida, it was my birthday, and I decided I was going to go to Sanibel Island. It's my favorite place in the whole world. And so I packed up my car with my lunch. I had a great lunch. I set out early because my birthday falls within season and traffic is crazy. When I got to the island, I decided, I think I'm going to go over a little farther and go to Captiva and spend extra money on the parking. The parking's pretty pricey there, but the place that I wanted to go was on the tip of the island, and the dolphins play, and I just wanted to have a restful relaxation, do some deep work, and watch the dolphins play. I got there. There was nobody in the parking lot. I paid my $50 to park for the day. I set up on the beach. No one's around. I'm like, this is great. And then all of a sudden, construction trucks came in. Heavy equipment started rolling in because I didn't know it. Apparently everybody else did since I was the only one parked there. They were tearing down an apartment building behind me. I was furiously frustrated. I packed up all my stuff. I got into my car and I'm mad. And as I exit, I'm like, I don't have enough money to pay for more parking to find another place. And I get out into the road, and then I'm hitting all this traffic because by now, everybody's coming onto the island with the same idea I had. And then it occurred to me, a couple of weeks before I had heard a talk on resistance. And so I was like, Why am I resisting? What if I just relaxed into this moment just for a minute? So I just started to think about all the things that I was grateful for. I was grateful for my birthday, another day above ground. I was grateful for the day off. I was grateful for that incredible lunch that I had packed. I was grateful for the memories of my children and their sun-kissed faces on the beaches of Sanibel Island playing. And so by the time I got to Lighthouse Beach in Sanibel Island, I happily paid the extra money for the ticket to park. I sat, I collected some amazing shells, I walked the beach, I did my reading, I did my deep work, and the dolphins played right in front of me. And when I got home, I was bestowed more blessings than that $50, and my day was absolutely incredible. So this week, I encourage you to really start out small with that resistance. When you start to notice a tightening in your body, maybe it's your shoulders, maybe you're clenching your teeth, relax into it just a bit. For when we relax into the flow of the bountiful good, we see God as ourselves emanating out into the world. Deep residing faith is not built by listening to the chatter in our minds. It is built by listening to the whispers of our hearts. Another way we can develop that deep faith is by staying connected to others. And it's not easy to stay connected to other people when we're not feeling good. People in this faith community would be willing to help out anyone. Be open and vulnerable with them. It's all part of the process and part of the healing journey. And that can be even harder for those of us who are more introverted or have a tendency to hermit. I like to do my hermiting, my deep inner work, and what I've found is that it's between my doing my work and reaching out to others to hold the truth of who I am. So root yourself in your truth. When you're going through a tough time, it's not a good time to reinvent your beliefs. Think about the things that have served you well in the past. Spend time with those who fill you up with hope. As the practitioners know here, I have a very dear friend who was just diagnosed with leukemia. And she's keeps her life to herself. And she had to share that vulnerable moment with other people and talking about her diagnosis because it affects how she is in the world because of being exposed to other germs. And the first person said to her, when she shared that she had just been diagnosed with leukemia, the first person said to her, "Are you ready to lay down your body?" The second person said to her, "I thought I was going to go before you." And so when she relayed that to me, I said, those are not people that are part of this God squad in helping you. So find those people who fill you up with hope. Lastly, serve others. Even when you're not feeling the best, that's the best time to reach out and serve others because you understand how they're feeling. You get it. You know that it's a hard time for them. You understand what they're going through. And always remember that life is eternal. Ernest Holmes says this, "We shall realize that they are in God's keeping and are safe. We shall know that loving friends have met them and that their life still flows on those currents of eternity. We shall feel that we have not lost them. They have only gone before. We shall view eternity from the highest standpoint as continuity of time. forever and ever expanding until time as we know it is no more. So where will you begin to plant the seed of faith in your life? How will it withstand the storms that bless us with this profound wisdom? The faith that grows with every experience. Here's a short video that might help you create a mental equivalent of what faith looks like. Oops. You're stronger than you think. You're tougher than you know. A wonderful New Thought artist, she's one of my favorites, her name is Amy Bishop. She says this: I'm learning to bend with the wind and not let the wind knock me down. Determined to stand in the wildest squall, hands in the heavens, feet on the ground, because I've barely tapped into my strength. So as we enter into the holiday tomorrow, I encourage us all to take a moment of pause. A moment to be grateful for everything you have in that moment. A moment to bestow blessings upon those lives that were given for our country and for the families who are comforted by their memories. And I'll leave you with one last quote from Tina Turner. People think my life has been tough, but I think it's been a wonderful journey. The older you get, the more you realize it's not about what happens, but how you deal with it. Remember to remember. Thank you. So this is the time where we get to practice the law of circulation where abundance is flowing. We thank you for your generosity. And I would also like to thank our TPL members and partners for their conscious and continuous giving that happens on an auto-tithe basis. And if you're interested in becoming a TPL member, just go ahead and see someone at the events desk today and sign up. If you're watching online, you can press the donate button on our website or on that app. And at this point, I'd like our ushers to come forward, please. And let's just take a moment to go within. Hold your gift on your hand, in your hand on your heart. And if you're watching online, just put your hand on your heart. I'm so grateful for this divine love that blesses and multiplies. I know that these gifts are filled with abundance for the giver as well as the receiver, for we are all divinely blessed. And so it is. Amen.
clap to yourself. Say it with us. Love. You know the word.
Love,
Say it with me.
love, 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 oh love, love, love,
Being good.
love, now and always, love, 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 be encouraged, love will see you through, love, and be the first to love, fill your heart with love, sing about it, love, never, never doubt that love, it's eternal, love, full dimension, love,
It's our shelter.
love,
Now and always.
love,
For and after.
love, love, love.
That's right, love. Let's just keep saying it over and over again. Keep feeling it, right? Love. A perfect introduction to our time right now, which is meditation. So we bookmark our full service with meditation. We start at 10 a.m. and we do a meditation in the community room. If you haven't joined us, we encourage you to join. And we end our service with a few moments of meditation. So I just invite you to close your eyes. Just relax into the seat. Be so ever present to the message that was lovingly delivered, to the music that was beautifully expressed, that there is a vibration, there is a frequency, there is an energy of love that is weaved in through and as this service, that is weaved in through and as our lives. That love is. We take a moment in the stillness and we just contemplate the very topic today, which is remember to remember. That our memory is long. Our memory is available within us. There is a mystic cord of memory that continues all the way back behind us through the creation of this thing called life and goes all the way forward into that which is ever unfolding, that is the eternality, that is life itself that is expressing. So lean into that ability to remember and to feel the very frequency and energy and vibration that is with us always, which is love. Let us begin our meditation.
Every day, every day, every day, every day. Every day, every day, every day, every day. Every day, every day,
We are love. Love is the order of our days. Love is all that there is. Let us continue to remember. Love. Every second, every moment, every breath of this existence. So let us seal our meditation with a collective Om, the very energy, frequency, and vibration of the universe itself, of creation itself. We attune ourselves to it. So I invite you to breathe in and exhale. Breathe in and release the Om. And so it is.
And now it's time for our affirmation that you'll take into the week with you. So please repeat after me with gusto, okay? Today I remember to remember. That I am the eternal breath of God. And so it is. Amen. So let's just take a moment here to go within. I give such great thanks for this community coming together as CSL Fort Lauderdale, vibrant and loving. I give thanks as we remember this week, that remembrance rides those currents of eternity. I give thanks for all the hearts and hands here today that come together. For our faith continues to grow as we share this faith out into the world, being the beacon that we are of our beloved community. And so it is. Amen.
Please join us for our last song, CSL. This is my wish.
This is my wish,
My wish for the world, that peace will find its way to every boy and girl. This is the time for harmony. Let love be the song that everybody sings. Fill the air with joyful noise. Ring the bells and raise your voice. Let there be peace on earth. Peace on earth. Lift your light and
for taking part in today's live stream. Your participation means so much to us. Remember, there's several ways to give. Click on the donate button here on Facebook or donate at our homepage, cslftl.org. There's also a regular giving program called TPL, where you can set up a monthly contribution. You'll find details on our webpage, cslftl.org. Here's a great way to stay in touch with CSL Center for Spiritual Living. Our brand new app is available in the App Store under Center for Spiritual Living, FL, and that's Florida. Stay in touch, and thank you again for participating in our live stream. We'll see you soon.